is the goal. People to see time is precious. I look at my Cartier out of control. Just like my mind where I'm going. The women, the shorties know nothing but clothes. No stopping at my Pirelli's on. Unlike my jewelry that's always on. I know the storm is coming. My pockets keep telling me it's gonna shower. Call up my homies, it's on and popping the night cause it's meant to be ours. We keep a fadeaway shot cause we ballin' and spotting up every hour. Look mama, I owe you just like the flowers. Girl, you the truth with all that goody power. You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down, down.
You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down.
From the top of the top, I watch her go down. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to me. It's going down. From the top of the top, I watch her go down. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to me. It's going down. Hey, Shawty must know I'm the man. My money lover like a number one fan. Don't open my mouth, let her talk to my fans. My Benjamin Franklin's. A couple of grands, I got rubber bands. My paper planes making a dance. Yes, I'm like that's part of my rebuilding castles that's made out of. She's amazing, on fire blazing, hotter than Cajun. Girl, won't you move a little closer? Time to get this maximum wage that belong on a poster. I'm in the days that is waving at me like damn it, I know you. You run the show like a hoster. Tell me whatever and I'll be your gopher. You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down, down.
You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down.
From the top of the mountain, I watch her go down. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to me. It's going down. From the top of the mountain, I watch her go down. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to me. It's going down. Yeah, I'm spending my money. I'm out of control. Somebody help me. She taking my bankroll, but I'm king of the club, and I'm wearing a crown, popping these bottles, watching they go.
GA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, we punch the second of two tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Baltimore Ravens. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 8. They go play action. Now Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5. Here's Pacheco once again. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Mahomes going to throw. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Or it could have gone for more.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Kareem Hunt taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 34 yards there at a first down. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's George Karlaftis greeting him behind the line with a big stop. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Jackson now. That's complete to the rookie from Colorado. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21. Henry up the middle. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. credit the stop there to Leo Chanel, getting into the backfield and stopping him in his tracks. Now it's Jackson. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Zay Flowers, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Tyler Loop now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. 7-7, our score after one. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Mahomes. Now this goes to the former Raven, Marquise Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. On the move to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Sliding out of the pocket. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Flowers. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Second down and 8. They go play action with Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Jackson. He'll find Bateman once more. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Jackson to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. It got his man complete. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Xavier Worthy, 83 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So the Chiefs opt to keep the offense out there, and they'll line up to go for 2. Mahomes will throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Jackson looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone, and he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Again, it's Pacheco. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco from 13 yards out. And the Chiefs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They go play action now. Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He's got a man. It's his fullback. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
To throw is Jackson. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 27. Rolling to his right. And that's going to be incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 19-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Here's Jackson. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now Lamar changing the look. Now it's Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Rashad Bateman, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are back within a couple of the lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. That's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Pacheco. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On play action, it's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Bust through the tackle. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Kareem Hunt. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll be stopped shy of the goal line here. So the lead will remain at 6 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. A solid stiff arm. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Now a 2nd and 10. Jackson now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Now Mahomes. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed down him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And still just down one score. We'll see how big of a role that missed field goal plays, because it, of course, could have pushed this to a two-possession deficit for them. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Jackson. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
A short one there, caught by Likely. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Off the option, here's Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Here we go, 1st and goal. Henry. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
They'll give Henry another shot. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Luke now for the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And not a great decision to bring it out there as he's tackled just beyond the 10. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes. Finding Kelsey. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Mahomes. With no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw it. Flushed out right. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Mahomes will throw.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Got a man over the middle, Worthy.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand